Flosstube, I'm Tamara. I am PD Stitcher here on YouTube and over on Instagram. This is my channel about cross stitch. If you are just stumbling across me, welcome. I invite you to stick around, see if you see anything you like. If you do, I welcome you to hit the subscribe button, become a new friend. If you are returning, welcome back. Thank you for your friendship, for your comments, for your likes, for your subscribes. I say this every week, but I really appreciate the relationships that I have through the Flosstube community. It's not been a very productive week. I'll talk more about all the craziness that is my life at the end in the life section. But suffice it to say, there's not a lot of stitching to show today, so this will probably be short and sweet. This is Flosstube number 27. Today is Sunday, February 7th. The Super Bowl is tonight, so I'm hoping to get a good bit of stitching in during the Super Bowl. We'll see. I may or may not. I probably won't even watch the game. I might sit in a room nearby and watch some Flosstube and kind of keep my ear out on the game, because I really don't care who wins. I know the Chiefs are playing. I don't know who they're playing, so that pretty much tells how interested in the Super Bowl I am. I don't know both teams. So, finishes. I have one finish. I showed this last week and showed how I was close to a finish, and I ended up finishing it last Sunday night. This is the Sand in the Air, Salt in My Hair piece of the Tiny Modernist Summer Signs collection. And this is on, I'm really bad about telling what fabric and stuff. I will try to put it in the description box below. This is on 32 count Heartland. We have another gray, yucky, overcast, rainy day. The upstate of South Carolina got snow yesterday, and the evening we didn't. We're just gray and rainy. So the lighting, I have lighting on in here, but it's not the same as if I had sunshine coming in through that window. But I think it turned out really cute. Maybe you can see, you can kind of see the colors a little bit better up here, back here. You just can't see the detail as much. But I love the peaches and the teals and the lime greens. I think it's very summery. So that's my only finish for this past week. That was my last finish. I ended up finishing 7 things in January. So my Stitch for Stash budget was amazing for January because I didn't spend any personal money, and I'll talk about that more when I get to haul, in the whole month of January, and I had 7 finishes, so quite a bit of Stitch from Stash credit. If you're not a member of the Stitch from Stash group on Facebook, but you want to try to kind of use what you already have, it helps me focus more on using what I have instead of spending a lot of money, just so I can keep better control of my finances and not spend crazily on cross-stitch supplies as I'm apt to do if I'm not keeping track of it. So that was my only finish. And then I have 2 whips that I focused on. This piece is February from the Cricut collection. This is my 100 Stitches a Day project for this month. When I showed you last Sunday when I was talking, I had gotten up through the U. So I had A-R-Y. And last Sunday, I can't count because I said I had 4 letters left. I only have A, R, and Y. That would be 3 letters left. So I worked on I don't want to take it out of the Q-snap because I'm probably going to work on it some more today since I've not done my 100 stitches today. I've not done 100 stitches every day this week, but I've done a good bit. So I've gotten the little heart and most of the pink heart and a good bit of the A. Got to do obviously the rest of the A, and then the arrow that goes through, and then the A will be done. and then I'll move on to the R. So hopefully by next weekend's Flosstube, I will have all of the A finished and a good bit of the R if I actually get 100 stitches a day put in it. So that's my February, and this is on 32 count Picture This Plus Bramble, which is a pretty mottled brown tan. The pink doesn't show up great. It shows up better in person than it does on camera. But it's very subtle, very soft, which is kind of what I wanted for the February look. The other thing I've worked on is Ink Circles Rosetta. And I've explained this before, I'm doing each medallion across in a different color, variegated floss, and then the outside borders I'm doing in Week Styleworks Kohl. And I'll put in the description box what colors I'm using because I didn't remember to bring those in. And my phone is going crazy. I apologize that y'all keep hearing it. Excuse me for just a second because apparently one of them was one of my children. And so I probably should look and see if she needs me. She doesn't. She's just leaving where she's going and coming home. So I'm going to take this end off so you can see the whole thing. My goal for Whip Go for February was to finish one medallion. So I'm almost finished with the green one. Let's see if I can get this up here. So that you can see the whole thing. It's kind of hard to get this edge because of the Q-snap, but so it's got the teal, it's got the pink, and then I'm working on the green. I finished the actual medallion. I just have to finish the border around it, and then I'll call that one complete and have completed that Whip Go goal for February. So, but I'll add the colors. All of these are variegated colors. This one I remember is Peacock. I think it's Gentle Arts. This one I believe is Week Styleworks Love, and this one I believe is Week Styleworks Celery, but I'm not sure. So like I said, I'll put that in the description box. And then the next one, which I may start this month, is going to be a variegated purple. So I'm really excited to see how those are going to turn out. Those are my only two whips. Like I said, I didn't get a lot done this week. I work as an administrator for our local youth soccer club, and we had our board meeting on Monday that I had to be at via Zoom on Monday evening. We had a meeting for another group of soccer people, coaches, managers on Tuesday that I had to be at Tuesday evening. So I didn't get to stitch either of those evenings. I stitched a little bit Wednesday, stitched a little bit Thursday, Friday, and yesterday. Two of my girls were going to compete at a local track meet in a city about an hour and a half away, and they had asked me if I would also be an official since I was going to be there. So I was an official for all day Friday and all day yesterday, so I didn't get any stitching done. Even last night I came home and I was just exhausted. It was a college meet. My girls are in junior high and high school, but because they do an event that's it's not extremely populated, they invited unattached athletes to compete, so they got to do that, and that was pretty fun. My daughter, who's a sophomore, had a really, really good performance, so she's had actually a couple colleges reach out to her since her performance yesterday to express interest. So this is a fun journey that we're beginning for her. My son's doing really well in nursing school. In fact, he is going to be inducted into the Nursing Honor Society in a couple weeks, so we're very excited for that. And my twins, who are seniors, they've started their first college class, dual credit, this semester, and are doing fairly well with that. So everything's going really, really well. My youngest is her junior high soccer tryouts end this week, and it's looking pretty good for her to make that team. So she's very excited because that'll be a new page in her sports history. So that's pretty much where I haven't stitched much. I'm hoping this week will be a little calmer. I don't have any meetings that I'm aware of yet. So hopefully I'll have a chance to stitch in the evenings. Now I do have haul. I did mention earlier I've not really spent any of my own money. I am part of the Fabric of the Month Club for Color and Cotton. And this is the December Color and Cotton. This is 32 count linen, and it is King's Blue, and it is a gorgeous, gorgeous blue. I cannot wait to use this. So they just got December out. I know fabric dyers everywhere are struggling with supply chain and other things, so I'm good as long as I'm not getting charged for it before, well in advance of when it comes. I'm good that it's, it's running a little bit behind. I'm still getting one a month. I think we missed October as far as getting a piece of fabric, but the October came in November, so on and so forth. So we just got December's, and I'm looking forward to see what this year's are going to be. So I did spend money on that. But because that was a previous club membership, it doesn't count against my Stitch from Stash. And then I have gotten several gift cards I got one for Christmas, which I spent a couple weeks ago and showed that haul. I do swag bucks, and I use that a lot when I shop online, and so that gives you back points, and for so many points you can trade it in for gift cards or PayPal money. And so I've done that, and I use that money to buy stuff, which I showed a couple weeks ago. And then I have an app called Achievement, which if you hook it up to your iPhone Health or I have an Apple Watch that I got for Christmas, I've hooked it up with that. It gives you points for how many steps you get and if you weigh in and things like that. And after you get so many points, you can trade it in for a gift card or PayPal money. So I did that. So I got PayPal money for that. And I'm using all of the bonus money that I'm getting from these apps to fund my cross-stitch addiction. So sorry for the crinkle, for those of you who are wearing earphones. I usually watch Flosstube wearing earphones, so I know that it can be kind of loud. But I bought the October from the Cricut collection. Like I said, I've done January, March, April, May, June. I apologize, the dog's going crazy because my daughter just came in. I'm working on February, and then I'm going to start July through December over the next few months. I've bought July, August, and September. Now I've bought October, so now I just have to buy November and December and kit those up, and then I can start those. So I bought October. And that's it for haul. I have one piece of fabric and one chart. Like I said, this is short, sweet, not a lot of stuff got done this week for stitching, for cross-stitching. A lot of stuff got done, just not cross-stitching related. So that pretty much leaves us with the quote. I like to leave with a quote each week. So this week it's, "Don't compare your beginning to someone else's middle," from John Acuff. I'm trying to lose weight, and I look at other people who have been working out for a while and working on their weight journey and stuff for a while, and they've lost a good bit of weight, or they're doing, they're able to run farther or do more. Well, they're in the middle of their journey, and I'm just starting my journey, so I'm not going to be able to be where they are. And it's like that with everything. For those of you, if you're new to cross-stitch, you're probably not going to be able to pick up a Haid, a Heaven and Earth Design, or a Mirabilia. I don't know, you might be able to, some people are, but you might not. You might need to start with something simple and easier to do, and that's okay, because this is your beginning, and you can't compare it to somebody else's middle. They're in the middle of their journey, and they've progressed a little further than you may have, and that's okay. There are no rules in cross-stitch. And it's not a competition. It's everybody's personal hobby. And you do what makes you feel comfortable. And if you still stitch on Aida, there's nothing wrong with Aida. If you stitch on linen, there's nothing wrong with linen. If you stitch on even weave, if you only use DMC, or if you have gone on to use Kreinik and other, the metallics. I stitch with those. I'm not really fond of them, but I will use them when the pattern really needs it. But if you are big into beading and all those things and you've gone further in your journey, great. And for those of us who aren't there yet, that's fine too. I haven't started beading yet. I plan to start soon and learn how. We'll see how that goes. But I just want to wish you all a happy weekend, a happy week. I will be back with you all next weekend, Lord willing. Stay happy, stay healthy, keep stitching. Bye.